I have tits today, guys. This sports bra. I got it off Amazon and I own it now in 2 colors. Oh my god, wait, my eye's twitching. Okay, it's up. But I own it now in 2 colors and it makes me look like I have tits. So I should honestly get it in every color, okay? Which I wish you could like see my whole outfit today because I'm wearing these like cute tie-dye shorts. Also got from Target. I've been really getting some bargain deals at some places. Hi, I'm feeling better this week, if you're curious. I know my last 2 episodes have been pretty down in the dumps. I have been down in the dumps. Anyways, I'm feeling better. Woke up today, had a great workout, saw one of my good friends at the gym, came home, cleaned this bitch, so I'm feeling good. Okay, and I look cute today. I have tits. I'm feeling myself. So that's all good and dandy. Still, you know, kind of freaking out about what I'm doing with my life. But, like, isn't that all of us? Kind of. I don't know. I realized lately, I feel like a lot of my friends now just seem like they're getting their lives together. And I'm, like, the last one chugging along. I'm definitely the tortoise. And I know the hare doesn't win, the tortoise does. But, you know, in the meantime, it's not a great feeling. You know, I feel like a lot of my friends are engaged. You know, or I know a lot of people getting married. Not that I actually would want to get married right now. I don't want to say it's not a smart idea. I guess if you know, you know. But I just feel like I'm going to change so much from now until, like, even a couple years. So I don't think I'd want to make that big of a commitment. Nonetheless, you know, I feel like so many of my friends too have big boy jobs, big girl jobs, you know what I mean? They like graduated college and already got a job in the field they wanted to go into, and they're like set, working 9 to 5s. And me, okay, little me over here is just not in that place right now, and it feels kind of crappy, you know, being like the only one. My whole life I loved being the unique one. I'm an individual. I'm not like everyone else, just because that's like what I am. You know, I just like never have fit in. That's just like who I am. So quirky of me. But no, seriously. So I guess it's fitting for me. But it's just not a great feeling. I don't know if anyone else is feeling this, but I just feel like I'm at a crossroads in my life right now. Things in my life are about to change in different areas, but it's not happening yet. Slowly being the tortoise crawling up to the crosswalk. Just not there yet. But this turtle needs to fucking kick it up. Maybe take some Adderall or something and just go. Anyways, don't do drugs. Besides seeing a lot of my friends this past week and feeling behind. It's also funny because recently when I see friends I haven't seen for a hot sec because of like COVID, love that. A lot of them like bring up like, oh yeah, you might not like this because like I know you're vegan and stuff. Or like, oh, I wanted you to pick where we went to eat because like I know you're vegan and stuff. And let me tell you, okay, I was vegetarian for 3 years. And through that time, I tried to be as vegan as I could for a lot of it. Like everything I cooked for myself at home was vegan. Only on occasion, I would not when I would like go out to eat. So basically, I just never gave myself the official title. But I said, fuck that bitch. Okay, I think like last fall. And listen, I'm never looking back. Listen, I feel like I can say that. I just like grabbed my tits. I feel like I can say this because I was basically vegan. But lately I've realized just how annoying vegans can be. And listen, not all of them. I wish I could find it, but I came across this tweet recently. I don't know who it was, but this random girl was just like, hey, I'm thinking about going vegan soon. Do any fellow vegans have tips? So I was intrigued. Since I too have been basically vegan for a couple years, I looked at the comments and oh boy, were they so annoying. Like one person was like, if you go vegan, you better stay with it. Don't cheat on holidays. Don't cheat if you go on vacation. And I'm like, oh my God, it is not healthy to put that sort of restriction on your diet. It's really not in any way. And a lot of times too, when you restrict food so harshly, you end up wanting them more. I've experienced, I've had an eating disorder. Okay, I know, honey. And other people too were like, don't worry about the protein. It takes care of itself. False. I know people have different experiences, but in mine, and just logically speaking, when you eat plant-based, okay, unless you eat like a meat alternative or things like that with a lot of your meals, you need to replace the protein. You know what I mean? Because when you have chicken or beef or salmon or something, and then you take it away and you just have like rice and vegetables, it's like that has very little protein. Not a sustainable amount of protein. Like, it just... So, people are just fucking harsh in those comments. And I was like, wow, vegans can be very annoying. Like, you know, whatever diet works for you, I'm happy to support that. But I just personally feel like the whole veganism world is, you know, I feel like their morals are probably in the right place. Like, I'm sure a lot of them are vegan for ethical, environmental reasons. That's great. But it's just so restrictive, it feels wrong. You know what I mean? I think everything in moderation. I think that's the best way to go about things. And that's all I gotta say. Vegans can be annoying. Point blank, period. And looking back, this is why I think I can say this. Looking back, I was annoying as fuck when I was vegan. Okay, I would just make so many annoying comments and just like really, I feel like at certain points in my life, push it a little. You know, push veganism and like not eating meat and stuff to like my friends, which is all good and dandy to share your experiences and, you know, what's positively working for you in your life. But also looking back, I literally felt like shit eating vegan. Like, my body felt like it was just not having a good time. Moderation, baby. You know what I mean? Also, throughout this week, I like getting together with some friends. It's so nice to hear other people have the same problems as you. You know, if I like share a story about like my family and then they're like, oh my god, my family does the same thing, it's like, oh, thank God I'm not the only one who feels this way. You know, it's just such a sense of relief and makes you feel a little less crazy that, you know, you're not the only one feeling this way and going through it. It just, which is why like I like to create content, even though I don't like using that term. Why I like to like make this podcast or like TikToks, because I kind of like to put shit out on the internet because I enjoy watching that. You know what I mean? Like, I love watching YouTubers when their lives are like falling apart. Not that you should put everything on the internet, but it's kind of nice because it makes you feel less alone and makes you know that, like, you know, other people struggle too, or other people get frustrated and angry with the same things in life. It's just like, oh God, we're all fucking crying together. Isn't this fun? Woo, kumbaya, shed a tear, my homies. If you've watched me for a while, which shout out to you, my dudes, I used to cry so much in my vlogs. Like, if you've ever looked back and watched my old vlogs, probably like every other vlog I cry in. Do I regret putting that on the internet? Absolutely not. You know, it's what I was feeling at the time, and honestly, like, vlogging saved, I don't want to say saved my life, because that sounds very dramatic. I mean, maybe. Let's just go with, I don't know a better way to say it. I think vlogging definitely saved my life in the time period, because it was my way of, what the fuck am I doing? Fucking rolling a fucking, fuck? I don't know what the, doing a giant Rubik's Cube. It was like my way to vent and like release feelings and emotions, and like, it was just a dark time. So I cried a lot. I felt like no one in my life was listening to me, but maybe the camera did. And you guys did if you followed me a long time. You know what I mean? Which also just goes to show how important it is to, like, share. Okay? Like, I know it's very hard to share when you're going through rough things or something that you feel like is embarrassing or shameful. But when you share it, a lot of times people can relate to it or at least connect to it in some way, even if they haven't been through the same thing. And it makes you feel better. It's just good to talk about things. Connecting. We love connection and humanity. It's the Aquarian in me. I have an Aquarius Venus, an Aquarius rising, and like something else in Aquarius, like Saturn or something. Speaking of birth charts, okay, if you don't know what that is, hi, your fellow astrologer. Okay, I'll teach you. If you don't want to listen to this, then like fast forward a little bit. Okay, but like, hear me out. Hear me out, okay? You came to this channel, you know that I talk about astrology sometimes. I'm so insane. Hello. I'm so insane that, okay, wait, let me back up the train. Beep, beep, beep. A birth chart just shows where all the planets, including like the sun, the moon, yada, 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 where they were exactly in the sky when you were born. That's what a birth chart is, okay? So all the planets were in a different sign, whether that be, you know, I'm sure a lot of you have just heard of them, like Aries, Gemini, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Virgo, you know, all the 12 signs. There's 12. People say there's 13 sometimes. Fuck them. There's 12. But, so that's what a birth chart is, okay? And it shows a lot about, like, who you are as a person, your personality. Obviously, there's nature and nurture, okay? Depending how you were raised has a huge impact on who you are as a person. But you cannot change the time and place and day you were born, i.e. your birth chart. So that's nature. Anyways, but it gives you an idea of what the person is like, okay? And how you guys can be compatible if you are. And let me tell you how crazy I am. A lot of people that I know, I probably looked up your birth chart within, like, the first week or two of knowing you, you know? Or sometimes, like, before I even, like, if I make a friend, when I was in college and, like, I made a friend, or at work, I make a friend, before I even hang out with them outside of the general place we already met, 9 times out of 10, I've already looked up your birth chart. Like, I have so many people's birth charts saved on my computer. People know of that. Like, one of my friends, I literally, whenever he has a question about his birth chart, I'm just like, one sec. And I fucking just pull it up on my phone, and I'm like, no, your Saturn's in Aquarius, dude. It sounds a little crazy, kinda is, to, like, I guess, keep tabs on your friend's birth chart and stuff, but I don't know. For me, it's cool to find out how people tick, their personality, like, it just helps me understand people. I don't know what the fuck I'm on today. I just keep ranting about shit. Anyways, that's what a podcast is. But something that I truly love in life, which is why I love astrology, is our individuality. Individuality? Is that individuality? Individuality. Am I saying that right? Individualism? That's not a word. Okay, whatever. I think I'm using that right then. Our individualism, I just, like, love it so much. You know what I mean? Like, we're just all so different, which is why, too, corresponding with astrology, like, no Sagittarius is the same as another Sagittarius. Like, my sister's one, but also I have, like, one of my best friends is one, and they're, like, have so many similar qualities, but also are so very different. Like, it's just so cool, and, like, how unique we are in the way we interpret things. Circling back, piggybacking off of that, leaping off of that, like, I think that's why I love astrology so much, because I like to look at an individual's birth chart and see, like, what makes them who they are and how unique they are. Especially if you, like, know so many Geminis, but if you break it down and actually look at all of their charts, they're so different. And I think that's what I love about it, you know? So, yeah. Big astrology buff here. Also actually buff. Okay? Like, we're all so fucking unique. And that shit's amazing. If you want me to break down your birth chart, message me. Let me know. Send me the day, time, and place you were born. I might have already looked it up depending who you are watching this. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. It's me. You know what I realized this week? I don't know why I was thinking about it. Maybe because I've been watching Love Island so much. It's honestly a little bad. I realized, I feel like my type of man, I've always loved bad boys. I mean, who doesn't? Okay, there's just something, there's like a little suspicion, a little mystery, a little rebellion. It's just, you know what I mean? Well, but I realized, I think I like bad boys, but, well, like bad men. You know what I mean? I don't want a boy, I want a man. But, you know what I mean? But I think my type is a bad boy who, that sounds, but a bad boy who used to be bad. You know what I mean? Like someone who fucking did some shit, was rebellious, fucking smoking cigarettes, you know, things like that. But like now they straightened up. Now they're a good guy. You know what I mean? Now they got their shit together. They have their stories to like share still might like have the occasional like cigarette, like is now like, okay, you're more stable, are wiser from what you've done. Like, I got a bad boy, but he's good now. Like, I think specifically that little niche pocket of a person is my type. One of my favorite movies when I was a teenager, I don't know how old the fuck I was, I watched it in school, but The Outsiders, baby, catch a man with a jean or leather jacket just like leaning up against the fucking building smoking a fucking cigarette. Is there anything hotter? I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe, no. I really can't think of anything more attractive to me. Maybe like a skateboard. I do love a good skateboarder. I just like an edge. I like someone edgy. You know what I mean? And I like to dress like I'm a skater girl. If you know me or you've ever seen me, I do dress like a little pop punk princess a lot, or a little skater girl. You know, not to the extent of like Avril Lavigne level, but like I have a little spice of it in me a lot. I do not know how to skateboard though. I've always wanted to learn how to skateboard and no one has just ever taught me yet. I also want to learn how to snowboard, how to surf, all the like standing, riding a board, you know what I mean, type of sports. I just haven't gotten to it. But hey, I'm only 23. I got the rest of my life in me, and you know, I'm also like in shape. You know what I mean? So like I think I'll be fine learning those sports at this age. But I really need to get on it, man. You know what I mean? But that too, like I don't think I would want to date a guy who actually smokes cigarettes, because I'd be like, you taste like ashes. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, you taste like my dead dog. That's not, you know, that joke sounded funnier in my head because I was like, my dog is cremated. Rest in peace, Skylar. Love you. But it's not like I've tasted him, and that implies that I have. That would be kind of gross. So yeah, never mind that joke probably. If you laughed at it, thank you, but I wasn't that great. Or just like, you don't even have to fucking smoke the cigarette. Like, just lean up against a wall and be like, sup, you know what I mean? Just like holding it, letting it burn, getting that secondhand smoke that's, I've heard, allegedly worse than firsthand. Why'd I do that? I don't know. Isn't secondhand smoke like allegedly worse than firsthand smoke because you're not getting like the filter? Is that a thing? I don't know. Can you tell I've smoked so many cigarettes in my life? Yes. Okay. I think I need to make hash browns. So, to go with my lunch. So, I need to go start the oven. One second. Oh. Coming back from starting the oven to heat up my hash browns, I was like going to make a breakfast sandwich for lunch. And I was thinking about if I put the hash brown like on the breakfast sandwich. That sounds really good. Anyways, this week too, I got together with one of my friends, and I met her boyfriend for the first time, her current boyfriend, and he was like, oh, so like, how'd you guys meet? And I was like, oh, Twitter? It's crazy how many friends I've made from Twitter. Like, it's not even funny. My friend who made my logo for this podcast met from Twitter. My friend who I just saw this past weekend met her boyfriend, met her from Twitter. One of my friends that I'm still pissed I wasn't invited to his wedding, but it was like COVID time, whatever. It was smaller, met from Twitter. Like, it's just, I feel like a lot of people might have met people from like MySpace back in the day or like Facebook years ago. But like Twitter was my thing. Like, I've made so many friends from that. And I think it had a lot to do with like being in the band music world alternative scene. Don't really have a shorter label for that. But growing up, being in like high school, like middle school into high school, I just love bands. Like pop punk bands or like alternative rock bands. Not like super, super hardcore stuff, but like A Day to Remember type hardcore, if you know. I don't even think they're hardcore. I don't even know what they... Let me look up the genre of A Day to Remember. I feel like they would be called probably just like... I don't know. Okay, it just says rock. Okay, but... You know... What the fuck is my neighbor doing? Dude, I have a podcast to film. I guess they would be labeled as rock, but still, they're a little more like heavier on the rock side. Nonetheless, I grew up like loving bands, so I just followed a ton of people because we have the same taste in music. And then we would meet each other because we go to concerts. So like even if someone lived in like Wisconsin or like farther in Illinois from me, like we could meet because we'd be like, oh, we're both going to the Chicago show. You know what I mean? Like I've been to concerts in like all the Midwest states. I've also been to concerts in California and New York. So, like, I've just met so many people because I'm always like, I'm coming to your city. And then, like, we meet. I made a lot of friends from Twitter, which is so cool. My friend that I just hung out with, like, I looked up our first picture we took together, and it was in, like, 2014. And we knew each other for a while before that. I would say at least a year. So, like, and it's 2021 now. So, like, almost 10 years we've known each other and we met from Twitter. That's crazy. We used to go to Warped Tour, R.I.P. Warped Tour, every summer together. Okay. Well, I need to go put my hash brown in the oven. They're from Trader Joe's. Shout out Trader Joe's. They have really good hash browns. And they're like the like McDonald's type hash browns, like the little patties. Oh my god. So good. Tell me, leave in the comments below. Do you like hash browns, like the patties, or, okay neighbor, or the shredded hash browns? I think, no question, fucking that meme with the guy at the desk, the fucking change my mind at the bottom, patty hash browns. Shredded suck, in my opinion. I guess like tater tots are kind of like just little chubby hash browns, but like, no. The patties, flat, baby, crispy, like my tits. Those hash browns, period. Anyways, okay. I need to go to eat lunch. I'm getting a little hangry. I hope you're doing well. I hope life's good. I didn't do a therapy segment today. I'm so fucking weird. Okay, this is Allie's therapy segment. Let's all do a deep breath together, okay? Okay. This is Allie's mini therapy segment for the day. Okay, think of something that's been on your mind a lot recently. That's in like a bad way. You know, something that's been bugging you, you've been conflicted about, something that's just been weighing on you. Okay, think of it in your head right now. Okay, you got it? Okay, I'm sure it came real fast. You know what I'm saying? Mine did. And we're going to take a deep breath. And on the exhale, we're going to remind ourselves that everything will work out for the best. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, breathe in all your troubles. I forgot to remind myself that it'll all work out. It'll all work out though. So whatever shitty thing you have going on in your life right now that's troubling you, baby, it's all gonna work out one day. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, baby. Be a triple threat. Do all three. And see you next week. With peace and love. Goodbye for now. Okay, I gotta go eat. This bitch is hungry.